What happens when you demand too much from your money? What happens to it? You lose your principal. One thing I want to point out to you guys, anybody in here ever read Richest Man in Babylon? One of the rules I love in that book is do not demand a return that is too high from your money. Okay? So you should expect a certain return on your money, no more, no less. Okay? That's the best way to win at investing. Pick a number and say, this is my number and I want to make this much. But here's something that new people do. They say, I want to make 15 or 20 or 30% on my money. What happens when you demand too much from your money? What happens to it? You lose your principal. You lose your principal. You invest in something dumb. You invest in something dumb because you're chasing some return that's too high. You're better off to pick, like I said, guys, what does this board say right here? 6% cash yield, 2% appreciation. This is not rocket science. You're not a hot super investor. Does anybody know what Warren Buffett demands of his money? 15 3/4, world's richest investor, 15 3/4 compounded annually. I was paying my mother 16% cash yield and she was mad about it. I had investors, my first big investors, I was paying them 17% cash liquid per year and they weren't happy. I know. But think about that, guys. 17% and not happy with who would be happy with 17% cash yield? Who'd be happy with 16%? You're a bloody genius. You're even cashing out. You're getting cash. You're not even just getting equity. So what I believe you need to do with your investments is pick some number and say, this is my number and I'm cool with it. I actually invest in a different way. I invest strategically. I think Ryan wants, at the capital class, you're asking about what cash flow I wanted per property. And I'm like, I don't know or don't care about what the cash flow is. I invest strategically. I want this certain street. I want these pieces of land. I want it to cash flow, but the actual amount of cash flow, I don't really care as long as it can support itself. Because guys, are you gonna retire on the cash flow? Probably not, right? What are you really doing? You're paying down mortgages, you're appreciating. In your game, guys, today when you get paid your cash flow, it's not gonna be very much. What are you gonna make much more on? Your equity, right? Your appreciation, your pay down is gonna be huge. Your refis, when you do your refis today, is gonna be nice.